Hello and welcome to the channel Ouranosaurus Rex, where we review and discuss all things dinosaur and other prehistoric animals. How you guys have been? We're back at it. You can see what we've got going on before you. This is an offering from Haolonggood. Sometimes it's Haolonggood with GR Toys. Sometimes they do their thing by themselves. This is one of those times where they're doing their thing by themselves. So what we've got here is their offering of Ouranosaurus, 1/35 scale. It comes in two different versions, two different paint apps. They usually release their figures, or models I should say, in two different paint app versions, and this is no different. You see in the back, it's more or less painted in a green type of hue primarily, and then up front we have a somewhat more colorful with the kind of like orange brown / tan hue with the blue highlights at the hump or the crest there. So that's the version that I have, is the one that's in the front there. And you see it's 1/35 scale, as it shows right there. We look at the top. We have some illustrations of past Haolonggood offerings. Most recently, the Pseudoceratops, which is pretty good. You see two different versions there. And they've got, two different versions of just about everything. You see there Tyrannosaurs, Therizinosaurs, Spinosaurs, and the Dicraeosaurus, all two different versions. Pretty cool. Other side is just, or rather the bottom side, you've got the legalese, and on the flip it's the same thing that we saw previously. So now that we've done that, let's get our Ouranosaurus out of the packaging. So here we have our Ouranosaurus on our rotating base. You can see the nice colorful paint apps there, looking very nice. I would think that with this color scheme, that would deem this particular beast a male. And the hump, especially when you have the colors there at the most prominent and noticeable parts of its body, the end of the tail, and the crest / hump / spines, and the top of the head. So I would think that that makes this a male. So that's what our Ouranosaurus will be. Ouranosaurus, definitely a nice looking figure there. Some specs, some info on Ouranosaurus. It was an African dino. They found remains in Niger and in Cameroon. It lived early Cretaceous, about 110 million years ago. It's then iguanodontid, so it's related to iguanodon itself. As far as what it lived with in terms of what hunted it, you had an early Carcharodontosaurid that existed in the same time and area as it. It also had to evade Suchomimus, so that had to have been interesting. And even when it went for a drink, it could not rest easy, because it could get preyed upon by the crocodilomorph known as Sarcosuchus. Very, very large crocodilian that grew to about 50 feet long. So, yep, even bigger than Tyrannosaurs, bigger than Carcharodontosaurs, Giganotosaurs, and on par with Spinosaurus. So, I tell you, had to be some kind of a time back then in Niger and Cameroon. Anyway, let's get our Ouranosaurus off the base and get a measurement. Taking a measurement of our Ouranosaurus from tail tip to snout, we're talking about approximately 8 1/4 inches long. So this is a 1/35 scale creature. Ouranosaurus was estimated to be between 22 and 27 feet long. So at 8 and 1/4 inches long. If you did your calculations, this represents approximately a 24-foot long animal, so that puts it right there smack dab more or less in the middle of that 1/35 scale. So this should fit in very nicely with any 1/35 scale dinos that you may have or want to display it with. So that is actually great. As far as the model itself, taking a closer look at it, we're going to look at the paint apps there, and looking at that head sculpt is very nice. You see the very nice colorations there. Like I said, the base is like it's brown, an orange kind of brown, and some tan when you get to the bottom of the neck there. The face, you see, it's got like a brown wash on it. We've got darker wash there around the eye area. You got the eye pupils like white with a black pupil there. The iris is white itself, whereas the pupil is black. Looking there at the front, the crest there on its snout is like a greenish yellow. When you get to the back there, it's actually green. I don't know if you can actually see that. I'll try to zoom in. So as you can see right there, that's looking pretty nice. Look at that head sculpt. It's very, very nice, and got the yellows there. The actual snout, you see, it's got the nice details showing the nasal passageways there, and the end of the snout has got that like that tannish brown. And then look at the top of the head there. You see that green that's right there at the top, and the blue, that's pretty nice, very, very nice, which extends to the crest. Let's zoom out so we can see that a little bit better. You see the blue there on the crest. Looking at the body, it's got that like I said, that base of like a that brown kind of a really don't know what color to call it, but it's definitely like a tannish kind of brown, whereas down below is more of a cream color. When you look at it, got nice wrinkles. You see the striping there, nice wrinkles, because the animal, I'm going to tilt it up. You see it's moving towards its right. It's like trying to turn towards its right, and so you've got the wrinkling there. That forelimb, you see how it goes down there. The hooves looking pretty nice there, and you've got the outer toe there. I guess I don't know if that's considered a dew claw or not, or you just get that on hind limbs. So if I'm misrepresenting, please correct me in the comments below. I'm always willing to learn more stuff. Look at the hind leg, and you see how that is. It's basically the same thing as the body. You've got the dark right there with the striping, and then it goes into that cream color. Get down below, and you see the right there at the feet. You got the toenails painted kind of like a yellow, and then you've got the tail. Same thing, that same coloration, and it turns to cream when you get below, all the way, and you have the striping all the way until you get to the tip, and then you have that blue again. Move it out the way so I don't lose focus, and then just flip it on the other side. You've got the same thing. You've got more wrinkles right there as that left hind limb is pushing off, looking pretty cool. And yeah, that's very, very nice. Looking underneath, you've got the seriously accentuated cloaca right there. Jeez. And got a little paint mishap down there, but it's all good. And yeah, it's looking pretty nice down there below. So stepping in back, our Ouranosaurus looking very nicely there. To give you an idea of how large Ouranosaurus was compared to a human being, we've got our 1/35 scale, or possibly 1/40. I get that confused. Figurine of a human next to it, so you can more or less see the size difference. And since Ouranosaurus was indeed an iguanodontid, we've got him next to the iguanodon from PNSO, the type species for this subgenre of dinosaur. And iguanodon was sizably larger than Ouranosaurus. This is also a 1/35th scale model, so pretty accurate when you're looking at them side by side. Now, staying with PNSO, but switching it up, we've got a particular nemesis of Ouranosaurus. We've got the Suchomimus from PNSO. And to round out our comparisons, we'll end it with another Haolonggood specimen here, another model. We've got their Therizinosaurus, somewhat inaccurate down by the lower extremities. You see on the Therizinosaurus, the dew claw is raised up, and that wasn't how they walked. All four toes were weight bearing. Looks pretty cool, but that was inaccurate. Kind of like how in Jurassic Park Dominion, the same thing for their Therizinosaurus. Therizinosaurus looked cool, but it was inaccurate, especially when you're talking about down there at the hind limbs. Same thing there. They had the dew claw raised up like it was, your typical theropod. And even though Therizinosaurs were theropods, they were as atypical as you can get. So, in conclusion, the Haolonggood 1/35th scale Ouranosaurus, I'll call it the colorful version, is a very, very nice model. Very nice, pretty accurate to the source material. Looks very nice. Accuracy in terms of the scale is there. It's right smack dab in the middle of the estimated size ranges for the animal when it was alive. It's pretty nice. Very, very nice. I love the coloration, the blue for the tip of the tail and the hump / spine / crest and the neck, and the nice bright yellow there on the crest and snout of the head is a very nice look for this particular model. It is nice. I'm glad to have it in my collection. I like the green one too, but I wasn't about to get both because, quite frankly, I don't have it like that. It's I've got a small channel, so I'm buying my models totally for me. No proceeds from YouTube. I won't get that for quite some time. And but I still love doing this. So, and I love having these models for myself. So that's how it is, and that's how it's going to be for the foreseeable future. Anyway, that'll do it, guys. Thank you for watching the video, for sticking around. And if you haven't done so already, please like the video and share it so others can see this and make up their mind if they want to get it or not. Share, like I said, share the video, subscribe to the channel for sure. I definitely need you guys to do that. Leave your comments below, and if you want to be notified for the next time I upload a video, there's a notification bell down there, so hit that as well. Like I said, this Ouranosaurus looks very, very nice, and I'm glad to have it, and I'm glad to have you guys too. So until next time, take care.